Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I am back with a part 2 of a quick review of the oils that I have used from Art of the Root. You guys really enjoyed the part 1 that I did for this video, so I am doing a part 2. Again, as a disclaimer, just remember that if I have, not to say something negative about an oil, or if I say that an oil didn't work the best for me, does not mean that it will not work for you. As you know, we are all individuals on our own, so therefore we are going to have similar or even completely different outcomes when using these oils. But yeah, so once again, get a pen and paper. This video might be a little long, probably not too long since it's part 2 of the oils, but yeah, grab a pen and paper and let's go ahead and jump into this. So what I'm going to do this time, I'm just going to go down to all, where it says all magic oils, and pull that up. And then basically I'm going to try and talk about the ones that I have, but I did not talk about in the first video. Of course, I don't have all of the oils from Art of the Root. So go ahead and be sure and feel free to leave comments in the comments section about oils that you have and what they have worked or done for you. So the first one I'm going to talk about is their abundance oil. When I purchased this oil, again with like all of the other money oils from Art of the Root, I had to mix it with their other money oils in order to see like any kind of results from it, basically, because I think with their oils, with me, their money oils, I'll put it that way, I have less success. I have more success with like the love and the attraction oils or sexual oils from the company. But yeah, this is their abundance oil, and I had to mix that again with their other money oils in order for it to bring forth abundance. Next is the African Juju oil for power, strength, and energy. This is a very good oil by itself, and it also mixes well with any of their other oils that they have in their shop. Basically what it does, it just boosts the power of your ritual, or boosts the power of your workings that you that you're I can't talk again, as usual, you guys. It just basically adds power to what it is that you were trying to manifest or work with, or do with your rituals and different things like that. But it's also good for like bringing forth good energy into your home, into your workings, different things like that. So I would repurchase this oil because it did work very nicely for me. And let's see, their all night long oil. Now with this oil, it really didn't do much for me, and I'm thinking maybe because I was using it with the wrong person, in my opinion, because I usually, like I said earlier, I usually have a lot of success with their attraction, lust, sexual oils, and different things like that. But this one, it just didn't do that much for me. Like, I really had like little to none results, or if I had any kind of results with it, it was basically minimal. Nothing much to it, basically like just touching and kissing, and that's about as far as it went. So let's go ahead and go down, because I'm looking at the rest of the row and I don't have any of these oils. And I talked about the attraction oil. Now the Bitch Be Sexy oil, I did place an order for, so once that comes in the mail and I get a chance to use it, I will be doing a video of this oil for you guys. And moving on, I don't have the Back Off Bitch, Badass Bitch I talked about before. And let's go down. Don't have the Banishing. Don't have Be My Bitch. That does sound interesting though. If any of you guys have that, let me know. And one of my favorite oils from them, along with the Deadly Attraction, is their Bewitching oil for love, enchantment, and attraction. I did a video on this oil probably about 2 years ago, and I had mixed it with their Deadly Attraction oil. And you guys, the attention, the love that was coming forth, it was just like an automatic magnet. And I hadn't even done the ritual for it or anything. I just basically wore the oil. And this is like basically wearing it by itself, as well as mixing it with the Deadly Attraction oil. Really, when you mix stuff with their Deadly Attraction oil, it does exactly what it says. It like attracts quickly. for you. So moving on, bend over oil. When I had this oil, I had more success with this oil when I was when I was actually able to get some of the oil on the person rather than doing the ritual. When I actually touched the person with the oil, spoke over it, what I wanted the oil to do for me, I got immediate success. Like basically the person almost to the point repeated back to me what it was I had spoken in my mind. Like I didn't say it out loud or anything like that. But yeah, this is a good oil. It's very strong and it worked right away. Again, it worked better for me when I actually was able to touch the person rather than doing the ritual by itself. So we're going to move on. And here we have the Black Arts oil. I don't have Black Cat oil. I am interested in purchasing Blessing oil. The Blessing oil was a very good oil. I basically just rubbed it around like my window sills, around my home, around the doorways, entryways, just all over the house, just to bring forth good blessings. I believe I did do the ritual for this, and it just felt like a calmness that was in the home, and everything just felt good. Like I guess for me it works more so in the protection aspect rather than for the good fortune. But then again, I didn't use it purposely towards good fortune. I used it more so aimed towards protection, and it worked. And their Blackbuster oil, this was a good oil as well. The ritual for this oil is kind of intricate, but it's good. Like it does what it's supposed to do. I did like using this oil, and I would say that this oil is a good repurchase if you are interested in like removing blockages or obstacles from your I can't think, from your aura, or anything that you feel like as far as negative energies or anything like that may be blocking you from having success. This is a good oil to do. It's a good ritual to do as well. Okay, moving down. Boss Fix oil. This oil was a strong oil. I only used it once because it was just a situation that was going on between me and my supervisor, and I was just tired of it. I was tired of how she was treating me, and tired of how she was treating all of us, basically all of us that are underneath her. And so I went ahead and did the ritual for this oil. And I also, since I work from home majority of the time, I rub the oil along my keys, when I say my keys, my keyboard, along the keys of my keyboard, and basically just spoke over it what I wanted to do, so that each time I typed an email to her, her response would be towards my likings. And basically that's what it did at the time when I was needing it to do what it needed to do. Yeah, Boss Fix oil is a good oil. Bound to Me oil, I do not have. Breakup, no. Calming for oil intention and stress, no, I do not have. Chaos and Confusion oil, I do not have that either. So let's go to the next page. Let's scroll down. Now this one, I loved this oil, the Chupa Rosa oil. I don't think I talked about this in the last video, or I may have. I don't know, but I'm going to talk about it again. It's a good oil for attraction. When I got this oil, I got a lot of compliments from like just random men. I wore it out twice. I wore it just like as far as grocery shopping, and then I wore it to a bar, and it just drew attention to me, and it was positive attention. It was good attention, nothing negative or anything in that aspect. Moving on, Clarity and Creativity oil. This was a good oil as well. When I used this oil, I was going through a lot, and I just needed some clarity on the situation, and it was to the point where the clarity came the next day, and like I was in tears, because it's like it was basically like, if us women, for the women that are watching, sometimes how we need closure to situations, or we just feel better when we have closure. This oil brought it to me like almost immediate results, because I wasn't expecting it to come the next day, but it did. So this is a good oil. Now the Cleopatra oil, that is a great oil as well. Now this oil, be careful with it. For me, with these kind of oils, like when I use the Cleopatra oil or the Venus oil, it brought back exes. Now I know the write-up for the Cleopatra oil does say that it can bring, or will bring back an ex if you're looking to bring an ex back into your life. So she is a strong oil. But she's a good one, and I would say this is worth a repurchase as well. I already spoke about the Come To Me oil. Don't have the controlling, not the court case, chronic success. I believe I spoke about that in the first video. Crucible oil for courage. No, I don't have that. Cursing oil, no. Cut and clear. Cut and clear is a good oil for removing negative energies, whether in your home, in your life, removing people, negative people, not in the, like they're going to go off and get killed or died or nothing like that, but just removing all of the obstacles and the negative energies, whether towards your situation or whatever it is that you're going through. It is very good for removing that. I already spoke about the daily attraction. That's my girl. That's my girl. That's my girl. That's my girl. Just had to show her one more time. Okay. I spoke about dragon's blood oil. I believe I did. Now the dream oil, no, I don't have. I don't have the earth or the employment. Evil be gone. I want to try that. I think I tried this one. It sounds familiar. It was either evil be gone or the evil eye oil. Basically, they're kind of within the same realm of each other. This one is for, removing negative energy, spirits, and ghosts. And this one is for, like, removing the evil eye of negativity, bad energy, and psychic attacks. I believe this is the one that I purchased. This is a good oil as well. When I used it, I just felt protected. I felt like there was like arms around my home, around my energy, around my spirit when I use this oil. And I did do the ritual for this oil as well, and it worked. It worked like right away, as far as cleansing my home, cleansing the energies, just all of that, removing all of the negative energy and stuff. Fame and fortune I spoke about. Fast luck oil, I did not have that. Now fiery wall of protection oil, I carry this oil around in my purse, and basically it's like I carry it around my purse because it keeps like a wall of protection around me. For the most part, I have not had any issues besides what happened at the beginning of this year, but I need to go ahead and just pull it out and just kind of like anoint various things with this oil, because this is a very good oil. When I first purchased it, I also put this oil around my home, on my doorways and stuff like that, but I made sure to also like place some in my car as well, just to have that extra needed protection around me. So this is a good oil. Again, that's firewall of protection. Let's see, moving on. I don't have the fire follow me boy oil. Did I purchase that? I can't remember if I purchased that one. I don't think I did, so I'm not gonna try and see if I can come up. I know I purchased a follow me boy oil from another company, but I don't think it was from Art of the Root. But next is the Force of Nature oil. Now this one, I really liked the scent of this oil for some odd reason, but when I used it, I just felt so, like, I felt like a force of nature. I felt empowered. I felt like I could take on the world. I just felt like nothing was gonna stop me. I'm here to succeed in what it was and what it is that I want to do. It just happened. It's just like an overwhelming feeling of being like a go-getter. Like, okay, I'm gonna do this. No one's gonna stop me until I get it, till I get what it is that I want. So if you're struggling as far as with like having a what's the word that I'm looking for? Like basically having the ambition to do stuff, this is a good oil to use, Force of Nature oil, and it did not take long for it to show results when I put it on. Now the Forget Me Not oil. Now this oil is a powerful oil in my opinion. When I use this oil, basically the person who I used it on, like I was always on this person's mind. Like they would text me when I wasn't around them. They would call as well. When I was around them, it was always like, okay, let's do this. Let's go here. Let me get you this. I want to take you, over to the beach, or you want to go down to Orlando or something like that. It was just like I was always on their mind, even at times when I didn't feel that I would be on their mind. Like the response from this person was very consistent, and this yeah, this is a powerful oil. I did a video on this one probably about a year and a half or 2 years ago with more in-depth results from this oil. But yeah, this one is definitely a repurchase if there's someone who you know, you want to stay on their mind, or you just want to give them that extra push, like, okay, here I am, you know what it's about. Again, that's a forget me not oil. And I did not get their Ganesh or Ganache. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly. But moving on to the next page. This may have to be a 3-part. We'll see. Get Notice oil. Now, the Get Notice oil is a very strong oil in my opinion. When I wore this oil out in public, it seemed like everybody was looking my way. Everybody was smiling at me. Like, the attention was very positive. At almost to the point where it was overwhelming, but it wasn't in a sense of, you know, being bad or anything like that, but it did exactly what it's supposed to do. Like, it brought forth attention, you get noticed, I received compliments, different things like that, and it really made me feel good wearing this oil. I did not do the ritual for it. I just put it on and I got my results. Next, Ghost Chaser, Goddess of Abundance oil. Now, this oil, this is a good oil. I would have to say, out of all the money oils that I've used from Art of the Root, the Goddess of Abundance oil for prosperity, I would say probably gave me the best results out of all of them. I did the ritual, and I also did the part, I believe, with this one where you have to, like, you put some on some cedar chips and then you leave it in your front door for it to bring forth abundance and prosperity into your home. That's exactly what it did. So yeah, this is a good oil. Goddess of Abundance oil for prosperity. I spoke about the Goddess of Love oil first video. Now the Goddess of Power oil, like, I believe all of her goddess oils are really good oils. Goddess of Power oil gave me again, it kind of reminded me of the Force of Nature oil. I just felt empowered. I felt like I can say what I want to say and not think twice of it. You know, I'm basically speaking my mind and speaking what it is that I want, because I know it is what I want, as I repeat myself. But yeah, it's a good oil for, like, strength, as it says, influence, and achievement. Moving on, Gold Digger oil for wealth, money, and prosperity. I don't think I spoke about this. Yeah, I did. I spoke about this one in the first video. Spoke about good fortune. I haven't tried the Guardian Angel oil. Now, the Gypsy Queen oil, I just bought out of curiosity just to see how it would work for me. It's oil for wisdom and intuition. I messed around and wore this oil, put this oil on before going to bed, and it just gave me, like, all types of what's the word, all types of vivid dreams. And I guess that makes sense because it says, you know, wisdom and intuition. So basically this worked really well as, like, a good dream oil. That's basically when I wore it, and yeah, like, the results were immediate. That night I had all types of dreams going on, and, like, not to the point of where it was scary or anything like that, but they were pretty vivid. And I'm gonna finish off this row because we're only on H and I don't want to make these videos too long for you guys, so there'll probably be a part 3 to this. But there has no Hannah oil for money, luck, and fidelity. This oil didn't do anything for me, you guys, and I wish it had. Like, I had to, like, basically just use the rest of it in the shower and just speak overall prosperity or money, you know, having luck and stuff. Because I believe I used this one with playing the lottery or doing a scratch off or something like that in that sense. But it didn't do that much for me. But I know when I mixed this oil with another oil from a different company, with a money oil from a different company, I got, like, immediate success. So I don't know if it was the other company's oil that was doing the work that this one was supposed to have done. But yeah, guys, it didn't do the best for me. But again, it smells good, as all of her oils do. This is the Has No Hannah oil for money, luck, and fidelity. And I do not have the Heal My Heart oil, and I do not have the Healing oil, which sounds interesting. I'm trying to see real quick. Okay, I do not have any of these. I will talk about the Hot Foot. The hot foot oil, that's a strong oil as well. I did a video on it. Basically, I was needing to get rid of some neighbors that was just really just like they were doing a lot of smoking, and the scent was just coming to my apartment, and it was to the point where the scent was so strong in my apartment, it smelled like as if I was the person who was smoking. So I went ahead and did the ritual for this, and I also went out on a whim and poured some over their doorstep, because it says that's what you have to do as far as one of the rituals. So it's kind of taking a chance, but if you know that you're in an area safe enough to where you can do that and you won't get caught or seen, it does work. Like, it worked, and it worked very well until I believe when it rained. When it rained that week, and after it rained, it was like the neighbors were back to doing the same thing that they were doing before. So I will say this is a good oil. It just can't get wet. But yeah, so I'm going to stop right here, you guys, because this video is already at 21 minutes. And I will continue on in a third video, just finishing up the rest of the oils and my little short, brief reviews for them. But I thank you guys for returning my channel. Be sure to tune in for the third and final portion of these review videos. Again, if you guys have any questions or comments, do feel free to leave them in the comment section. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.